Alright, welcome to Skinny TV on YouTube once again. As we know already, World Cup is fast approaching and Coach Otto Addo will be submitting his squad for the upcoming World Cup. Yes, every country must submit their squad. You can submit up to 35 players for the upcoming World Cup, and later you can trim it down to 26 and take them to the World Cup. Now, Coach Otto Addo is monitoring some new players to be added into his squad for the upcoming World Cup. Injuries upon injuries are hitting the camp, but now some are recovering. Yes, Afenejan, I brought you an update. He picked up an injury yesterday. Today, he is back to training grounds, and that is a good news on that. Kamadin is also back, but we have some other players who are now treating their injuries. So let's talk about these 6 players that possibly they will be joining the Black Stars of Ghana. To what extent? How many can we get for this upcoming World Cup? And is it going to help us? Left back, Abdul on injury. New player is coming in. Let's talk about all this here on this channel. Before then, don't forget to like the video first. First of all, like the video. After liking, you subscribe if you are new here on this channel. If you have subscribed already, make sure you leave your comments in the comment section. I will also be giving you shout out in a subsequent video. So these 6 players, let's look at them. Now, the first player we will talk about is Schlupp. Schlupp, you have already heard it in the news. Some were asking me to what extent is the player now coming to play for the Black Stars of Ghana. Yes, we know he has played for Ghana already. He is one of the experienced left backs that Ghana we can talk about currently. He can also play as a left winger. He can also play as a defensive midfielder. In Crystal Palace, if you have been watching him this season, you understand what I'm talking about. Now, this player, we know what happened between him and the Ghana Football Association. Some misunderstanding where he said there was a time he went to the Heathrow airport and his ticket wasn't paid for, and a whole lot of news around him. Because of that, the player was rejecting call-ups. But close sources indicate that the player was never given a call-up that he rejected. That is also a source from the player that I know. Now, fast forward, we understand currently the GFA is doing everything possible to get him. It is not yet completed that he has now agreed to play, but they are still pushing forward to get him. So his name may be added to the 35-man squad that Coach Otto Addo, we understand, is going to announce next week as of the time I'm recording this video. So if you hear the name Schlupp or you see it in the 35-man squad, possibly he will now agree to play for the Black Stars of Ghana. It is not official yet. When it becomes official, I'll bring you the updates here on this channel. But I can assure you that they are now working hard, because Abdul, who can play as a left winger or left back, is now injured, and it is only left with Gideon Mensah, who is also treating some minor injury, and he has been playing for the his club, that is Auxerre, in the French League 1 in the past 2 games. So they are really working hard to get him. If they do not get Schlupp, then the coach will now have to go and search for more left back. So they may choose to come to Ghana and look at across the folk left back, that's Dennis Nkrumah Kosa, or focus on former Kumasi and left back, that's Imoro Ibrahim. But for now, it hasn't gotten there yet. I'll bring you updates on that particular situation. Now, the next player I'll talk about here is Jeremy Frimpong. Jeremy Frimpong, I've spoken about this ball already on this channel. It was confirmed by Fabrizio Romano that GFA is pushing to get the player. It is very true. They are pushing for the player to switch nationality and play for Ghana. But the player is also looking at the Dutch national team. That is where his eyes are. He's performing very well. If you go to Bayer Leverkusen in the Bundesliga, he is one of the best players in recent times. The last game that they played, if you watch him, you will be actually wowed with his performance. The player currently isn't really ready to represent Ghana, but if he gives his nod, everything now is dependent on the player. If he agrees to play for Ghana, Ghana can push for it to get him and include him in the squad. For now, nothing is actually moving. The FA has gone the extra mile, but the player is yet to give a thumb up and agree. If it goes through, he can represent Ghana. If it doesn't, we will not see him as part of the Black Stars team. The next player is Salis Abdul is a defensive midfielder who plays for French side. Excellence, if you go to the team, he is one of the best players. Yes, and right now we understand the player said that he did never turn down national caller, but just at that time he was back from injury and he wanted to treat one or two, a whole lot back and forth with the coach. But we understand everything is being settled amicably, and possibly we are going to see Salis Abdul in the Black Stars camp now. I don't know to what extent Coach Otto Addo has spoken with the boy, That one I can't talk about it. But what I know is there has been suggestions from the Black Stars management members that they should consider the boy no matter what. So we will see how things will go with him. The next player I also talk about is Patrick Pfeifer. Patrick Pfeifer came as a shock for most of us, not making the squad in the last international break. But hey, if you see his name in the World Cup squad, do not be surprised. He's one of the informed Black Stars defenders currently. If maybe you take out Alexander Chico, you can maybe Mohamed Salis, so you can actually talk about Patrick Pfeifer. He's informed, he's performing well, and if he makes the squad, do not be surprised to see him. He has scored 2 goals already this season. Yesterday he was one of the best player in the game as they won by a goal to nil. I've already brought you updates here on this channel. Now Majid Asamoah, today is his birthday, so Majid Asamoah, happy birthday. As of the time recording this video, today is your birthday. Happy birthday to you. He is also another player being considered to be added to the Black Stars of Ghana's team in the midfield. So if you see him in the 35-man provisional squad, do not be surprised. Majid Asamoah, he now plays for Anderlecht, one of the highly rated players in Ghana. But hey, he hasn't been earning call-up under Coach Otto Addo, and we hope that he may earn a call-up currently. Now, the last player I'll finish all off is Kamal Soa. Kamal Soa is a player who plays with Dennis Odoi Frimpong in the same team, Club Brugge in Belgium. He is fantastic. This season he has scored 2 goals in the UEFA Champions League already, performing well with the club side, but yet to receive a call-up. He has received call-ups before. Was under Milovan Rivers, then Sika Akono, but the player did not appear. But hey, right now things are going on well. Talks are ongoing, and the player may make the squad. We are hearing other rumors that maybe the coach is not really looking at him because he feels he has a lot of options on that. Those ones are rumors. I don't want to speak about that. But what I know is they want to speak with the boy for the boy to play for Ghana. He's already a Ghanaian. He has always shown that he's ready to play for Ghana. And everything being equal, we will see these 6 players playing for Ghana. 1 is Jeremy Frimpong, 2 is Jeffrey Schlupp, 3 is Salis Abdul Samad, 4 is Patrick Pfeifer, 5 is Majid Asamoah, and 6 is Kamal Soa. Let me know what you think about it. Do you think Ghana needs these 6 players going into Qatar 2022 World Cup? Well, leave your comments below. Don't forget to like the video as well. Subscribe if you are new here. I'll give you a shout out in the next video. This was Scanning TV, and of course, we shall meet later. Please subscribe to the channel and hit on the notification bell for more.